Taru.
Hey everyone, PB Ekataku here. It's good to see you all again. Let's roll out another anime figure review. As you know, I got quite a lot of things and it's time to start opening them up. Today, I'll be reviewing this, Sega's Luminasta Reisalin Stout, the title character from the Atelier Ryza games. Ryza's available on Amazon for about 18 bucks. Luckily, I had a $5 voucher, so this figure only cost me about $13. Enough of that though, let's just get straight into it. So here's the front, right, and back. You might notice the barrel is featured prominently, considering how important barrels are in the Atelier series. It's rather justified, and before I continue, I wanted to quickly go over Sega's marketing for this figure. So, Ryza wears some really short shorts and she's bending over a barrel, but out of all the promo shots Sega sent to retailers, all of them are taken from the front or side. They even had one angled shot just to tease the Ryza enjoyers. Since it sold out at some retailers, I'd say the tactic worked. So what's the shot that Sega deliberately withheld? There it is. Before anyone gets sidetracked, there's still a figure to open up. Unlike other prize figures where the contents are in sealed plastic bags, this one actually comes in a blister pack. That's new for me. Upon removing the figure from the box, I realized the figure only comes with half a barrel. I did not pay attention to the individual promo shots very well. Although I saw the solo Ryza photos, I mainly focused on the group shot of Ryza and Lili and thought both came with full barrels. Yeah, I know this shot has the barrel blurred out. I mean, I'm the one who did it. So anyways, here's the original. It's super obvious there's only half a barrel, but I never saw this photo until after I bought the figure. So, I want a complete barrel and I was not interested in the Leela figure, but I guess I have no choice. Well, I guess I could buy two Ryza figures, right? Nah, I had to order the companion Leela figure on Amazon as well. Alright, let's continue where we left off. Front, right, back, left, open sesame. Okay, let's assemble that barrel. I'll put the two halves together and... Now let's assemble the figures. Leela's head and body are separate pieces, so we'll need to put those together. We'll need to slide her body in between her three sections of long hair. It's not that difficult, but not exactly easy neither. Just be careful because the left and right hair sections are a bit fragile. If you can make out that blurry mess in the back, I'm not exactly having the easiest time. But you know what? Don't worry about that. Focus on the barrel, the glorious barrel. Now that assembly is done, we can place Leela by the barrel. Just position her hands to line up with the edge of the barrel and you're good to go. Now for main event Reisalin Stout. Yeet, she requires no assembly, so we can just place her in her spot behind the barrel. But before that, ooh. Sorry, I got that from my wife and she got that from Fooly Cooly. I never watched that anime, so I'm not sure exactly what scene it's from. Maybe it's this one? Anyways, let's put everything where they need to go. So, this is more or less the setup. Man, that barrel is really OP. It's completely taken over my camera's autofocus. Not surprised since it is an Atelier barrel. Okay, time for a small confession. The barrel is not all it's cracked out to be. Check this out. That's right, the barrel halves don't even align properly. They're both kinda crooked and there's a noticeable gap that gradually increases going up the barrel halves. It's the same even when I turn them upside down. Come on Sega, how did you mess up something like this? Oh well, I guess we'll have to look for other upsides to these figures. I guess we could do the close-ups now. We'll start with Leela, and so far so good. Her hair looks detailed and clean, the gold colored parts of her outfit appear to have a smooth paint job, and her face looks good enough. I like the monochromatic eyes, but that simple line for a mouth kinda makes me laugh. In the midsection, there's not much to write home about. It's the usual for prize figures. The paint for the gold trim is actually a bit rough here, and as for her outfit, the paint job is on the flat side. And that's the only thing here that really is. And as we travel down, it gets a bit more rough and unexciting, but you know what, this is a prize figure, it's fine. The best part of Leela is definitely her hair. The sculpt is done really well and it's intricately detailed, especially for a prize figure. It doesn't just look like some spaghetti noodle mess. Also, there's actually color blending and shading on it. There's that bit from white to black, and you can even see the light purple to bluish shading on the bottom portions of her long hair. Once again, we move back to main event, Yeet, Reisalin Stout. Like I've said before with prize figures, the faces are always great. Her eyes really stand out, and I like her simple yet charming expression. Does anyone else think her hair looks like chocolate? I kinda wanna take a bite. Let's check out a part of Ryza we won't really see due to the pose of the figure, the front of her outfit. This is what she wore in the first game of the Ryza trilogy, and for reference, here's an illustration. Everything matches up well and looks great. Once again, a not so detailed paint job, but really, no one's gonna be complaining here. For the most part, everything from this shot is fine, except for that half a Taru. That kinda brings things down several points. Just like with Leela, it seems like things get rough for Ryza as we go further down. Here's the back of her thigh-high boots, and I'm sure you could see the deal. And it's pretty much the same from the front. Oh wait, she's wearing sandal boots? Okay, well, at least they did a good job with their toes, if you're into that. Look, at first I thought Ryza had a toe ring, but that's just a part of her thigh-high socks. Interesting outfit. As far as looks go, Leela is great. I didn't mention this before, but I really do like the one eye obscured by hair or the eye patch look. It's cool and mysterious. Ryza is great too. Although there's a fanservice-y shot, it's not the focus of the figure, so if you're not into overly blatant fanservice, you could still enjoy this Ryza figure. They're really not a bad duo, but man, the barrel is quite disappointing. That gap stands out more than anything else, and considering the situation, that says a lot. I tried looking for a fix with the barrel gap, and my one and only attempt was to scotch tape the two pieces together, and it went as you'd expect it would. A wobbly mess. Oh, and if you try putting Leela on the barrel in this state, you're gonna have problems. You see that? She was already starting to fall over, and even with a very, very light shake, that happens. So taping the barrel halves together is not a good idea. Even with the barrel in its normal state, since Ryza and Lili don't actually attach to anything via pegs or magnets, they still can be prone to tipping over. Lili only balances on the palms of her hands, so she needs to be placed in a specific spot where she gets max stability. Where I'm placing her now, that's the spot. Ryza is a lot more stable, but the only thing is she will tip backwards if the barrel is pushed into her. If you have both Ryza and Lili, I'm sure you'll want to display them together, but if your barrel parts have the same issue as mine, it's better to display them separately. Honestly, Ryza and Lili are by no means bad. They're perfectly fine as prize figures. But man, the barrel! I was hyped up and really looking forward to this review. I thought the barrel being featured prominently was really cool, and believe it or not, I wanted that barrel more than anything else. Then, I find out Ryza only comes with half a barrel, and I have to buy another figure just to complete it. Even with that setback, I was still looking forward to having a complete barrel. Only for the two halves not to align properly. I'm normally quite lenient with prize figures, but this was just disappointing. Sega, how hard is it to make the barrel halves flat and align properly? That looks like the easiest low effort part to me. But it looks like 1000% of the effort went elsewhere. When it comes to the Atelier series, barrel is the most important thing. Just listen to the characters. They're like
Barrel!
Barrel.
Barrel!
Barrel.
Barrel!
Barrel.
樽だが
樽。
樽
樽
樽樽樽樽だな。
樽じゃん。お、樽か。
樽ですよ。
See? It's barrel, not booty. Ryza ain't pointing at her own butt and yelling booty. I even wore a barrel shirt for this review. See? Barrel. I got this shirt during Anime Expo 2008 and I never wore it until today. And boy, it was a total waste. What a piece of Sorry about that. I'll call it here before the rant goes on any longer. If you enjoyed the video and have some more time on your hands, check out my other videos. Make sure to leave a comment, drop a sub, and don't forget the thumbs up. See ya, friends!